Hi, and today I'm going to tell you about Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. So, why do we need to know about his life? How did he achieve so much in his rule of 2.5 years? How did the Umayyad Empire prosper in such a short time? So, we'll find out all of these by the end of the video. But first, let's go to the beginning. He was born in year 61 after Hijrah, which was 50 years after the death of the Prophet, peace be upon him. His father, Abdul Aziz, was known to be very pious, courageous, and a generous person. His father, Marwan ibn al-Hakam, was also one of the rulers of the Umayyad Empire. When Abdul Aziz wanted to get married, he sent someone to the family of Umar al-Khattab, the great Khalifa, because he wanted to marry a righteous woman. He married the granddaughter of Umar, called Layla. They agreed to the marriage because of his good reputation of knowledge of Hadith and Quran. He later became the governor of Egypt for 20 years. How was Umar brought up as a young boy? He was brought up in Medina. As a young boy, he used to love spending time with his uncle, the famous Abdullah ibn Umar. He said to his mum, "When I grow up, I would like to be like him." When his father became governor of Egypt, he left his son in Medina with his uncles. Umar loved seeking knowledge from a young age and would sit with scholars. He memorized the Quran when he was young, which helped him a lot. He used to cry when reading the Quran. His father appointed Salah bin Kaysan, a scholar, to teach Umar knowledge about Islam and also to bring him up in the morals of Islam: taqwa, truth, honesty, and accountability. When his father came to Medina to do Hajj, he asked Salah about his son. He said, "I have not met anyone in which Allah is so glorified in his heart more than this young man." He studied with 33 scholars and jurists. 8 of them were companions and 25 of them were tabi'in, the most famous being Ubaydullah. He became the leader of Umayyad Empire for 2.5 years. So how did he achieve so much in such a short time? In his rule, he followed every aspect of the Quran and Sunnah. He made sure everyone knew about Islam. He felt it was his prime responsibility as a ruler to protect the religion. He worked extremely hard to protect the religion, to preserve the religion, and also to teach the religion. He allocated money and resources to scholars so they can free their time to teach and spread Islam. He sent many scholars and jurists to different parts of the state, including 10 to Africa. They would also help in governing of these areas and act as judges. He felt the responsibility of every person under his rule heavily. He would always be thinking about them and what was best for them. How was he as a ruler? He was a remarkable administrator and ruler. He was excellent in his ability to govern the internal affairs of people. He had gained a lot of experience from being the governor of Medina for 8 years, and after that, helping closely the previous Khalifa Sulaiman. He went about changing and reforming all of the departments in his government. So what were the first things he did? He took all of the assets and wealth which belonged to the ruling Khalifa, like the palace, servants, horses, and gave them to Bayt al-Mal, which was the government treasury. The changes Umar introduced: he placed trustworthy and competent, efficient governors, officials, judges. He removed any oppressive or corrupt governors. He boosted businesses by building bridges, transport, and water systems. He did it from the government money and did not do it by charging extra taxes. He built lodges along the trade routes so that merchants can stay for one night. Also, Muslim traders who lost merchandise because of the disasters or theft were helped. Umar was able to achieve all of this in 2.5 years. He worked for long hours and dedicated all of his time to the state. He was known as Al-Mujaddid, someone who was sent every 100 years to revive Islam. If you enjoyed, we'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.